Good morning. We are at hole number 5 at the beautiful Tbilisi Hills Golf and Residence. I'm Kiril Slatinski, the head golf professional of Tbilisi Hills. Again, we are at hole number 5. This is the most difficult hole by a slope index on our golf course. The first thing, we have a pretty wide fairway, but we have a bunker which is basically splitting the hole on 2 parts, and it is pretty far. In these conditions, we have a nice weather, slight breeze, but my game is not at the level which I want to be because we are in the active season. I don't play very much, so I have to be sure that I can either go over this bunker or gonna get before the bunker. This is a pretty long carry. Maybe in a good day it's gonna be okay, but I'll take a shorter club just in front of the club, and let's go from there. We're gonna see. So driver, not today, maybe some other day. 4-iron from the tee. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's see where we ended up. As you see, I couldn't do quite the intention I had to end up before the bunker. We just barely get it into. Maybe a slight gust of wind we had it because it's a pretty long distance. I usually cannot hit 230 meters with the 4-iron. But again, it's not the worst because we have a pretty long distance from the front lip of the bunker and shouldn't be a huge problem. Instead of if I would hit a driver or some longer club, maybe I would ended up against the front lip of the bunker. It's going to be much more difficult shot. As you see, the ball is a little bit on a downhill lie, so I'll take my 7-iron. Even this is a 170 meters because it's going to be like I'm going to turn the 7-iron in a 6-iron, plus we're going to have a little bit of roll down there. So I hope this club to be enough, and let's do the shot. That was one of the danger to hit the tree. Unfortunately, I hit it, but still I had a pretty decent distance. Let's go down there and play the next shot. Here we ended up in a short rough next to the green. As I said, that was a shot from the bunker. I caught up a little bit a tree at the end, but the end result is not that bad from being 170 meters shot from the bunker. Obviously a little bit short, but I still have a pretty good chance to recover, make up and down from here. The flag is roughly about 25-30 meters, not very bad lie. So I probably gonna take in these conditions my gap wedge. I'll try to do a simple bump and run chip instead of flying the ball to the flag. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. I'll take the safer shot, so I'm gonna use my gap wedge in this case. A little bit long and not that accurate, but I'll take my chance for the putting. I'm trying to do before hitting the shot, basically seeing the putt from at least 3 sides, from behind the ball, from behind the hole, trying to estimate the slope, and also from the side, like 90 degrees, to get a good perception about the distance I have to cover. And this is a time when I'm starting to try to dial in my effort to get the ball to the hole. It's definitely a little bit downhill, a little bit right to left, but it's not much. It's not much, so probably the next thing what I do is picking up an exact point where I'm gonna aim, and it's not gonna be the hole in this case. It's gonna be one hole on the right side, approximately 10 centimeters in it. Yep, I overrated the slope. It definitely had a right to left slope, but I overrated it. So this is a bogey on this difficult par 4. Maybe I had to take a chance from the tee with the driver. These were pretty good conditions, but that was what the day is. So you don't do your initial shots, not a big mistakes here and there, take the bogey and go to the next hole. Hole number 6 at Tbilisi Hills. So this is very diabolic hole. It's relatively short, left to right dogleg hole, which gives us a chance actually to attack the green. We have a huge penalty area between us and the dogleg and actually the green. Currently we have a little bit breeze against us, so I have to be sure if I want to get the driver and attack the green that I still can carry the penalty area. Of course we have the bunker, huge bunker on the fairway, but since this bunker is pretty close to the hole, it's about less than 100 meters, I'll take the chance. If I miss the shot, ended up in the bunker, still I think can recover from less than 100 meters. At least get the ball on the green or very close to the green, chip and putt and get the par. I started up pretty good and actually not a bad shot. Let's see where it's gonna end it up. Here we ended up on the fairway. A pretty decent shot. Obviously the wind up there is much stronger than I thought, because usually I still got a good like 235, 40 meters carry in the air. But yeah, it's pretty strong probably because I underestimated on the previous hole and the 4-iron ended up in the bunker. I'll try to do a little bit more difficult shot because we have a front green pin position, not much space to stop the ball. So the safest way is going to be to run the ball to the green, but I'd like to take my chances because we have a pretty long space behind the flag in the end of the green. So even if I get a little bit longer, still is going to be recoverable, but I'll try to get the ball closer to it and I'll try to fly it and stop it quick. So overdid it. Yeah, this is a strange thing. It looks like this morning I cannot dial in, cannot deal with the wind. It's obviously around the trees is swirling, and that was when I checked it later a little bit into the wind shot. I was estimating left to right wind, and this one actually pushed the ball a little bit on the side and made it a little shorter. I'm not complaining very much with this. At least this is a par 4 and I have a birdie putt approximately of 2, 3, 4, 4.5 meters. Yep. This is a stone, I hit it. Please be sure about your line of putting that is clear, because when you hit a small stone, you're gonna finish. Good try, wasted a little bit, a fraction of disappointment, but let's continue. Easy par, which should ended up with a birdie.